The E30 M3 is a unicorn car. They are insanely loved and praised by many. But why? Why do people love the E30 M3 so much? BMW's M division had only produced 3 cars before the E30 M3. The only M cars before the M3 was the M1, which was BMW's supercar, the E21 535i and the 635 CSI, which is an amazing car and deserves its own video. But I digress. The idea with the M3 was to broaden their audience and sell to more people. BMW was also aiming to compete in the DTM. But in order to be able to compete, they would need to produce at least 5,000 road cars, as dictated by the FIA Group A homologation rules. Now, why is this an important fact? Well, unlike new M3s, the E30 was a street legal race car that you could buy. In other words, it was meant to appeal to the real enthusiasts of motorsport, which also means the car was one of the most enjoyable and rewarding cars you could ever drive. It has a great weight distribution at 48-52, a dog-leg manual, which basically means reverse is where first should be, and then first is where second is, and then it goes like that. So you've got first at where second was, second where third was, third where fourth. You get the idea. What this means is your second to third shifts are really fast. She also had no driver assist, so if you screw up, you crash. What powered her? Well, she was powered by the S14 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine, which made around 197 horsepower and revved up to 7,200 RPM, so nice and high. 60 was also reached in right around 6 seconds, which really isn't bad for a sedan of the 80s. So it was awesome on the road. But how did it do in the Group A racing series, since that was kind of what it was built for? Well, BMW kicked Mercedes and Ford's ass. The E30 won many races and spread the name of the BMW motorsport worldwide. But there's more than just DTM. The E30 dominated just about everywhere. And here's a list of the championships she won. World Touring Car Championship, 1987. European Touring Car Championship, 1987 and 1988. British Touring Car Championship, 1988 and 1991. This one I can't say, but I'll put it on screen. It's the Dutch Tourenwagen 1987 and 89. Italia Super Turismo, 1988. And then the Irish Tarmac Rally they won in 1990. So a total of 18 championships. That's insane with just one car. This is just the E30 M3. It's not even talking about other BMWs. This is just the E30 M3. The car fulfilled its purpose. It was great on track and the enthusiasts loved them. These days, they are really rare and quite expensive. You can pick one up for right around $100,000. But recently, a E30 with only 8,000 miles that was in pristine condition sold for $250,000. So they're not exactly cheap, but it is understandable. Now I could end the video here, but no. You see, I live in South Africa, and yeah, we never got the M3, but we did get something really special. You see, the E30 M3 never came to South Africa, but luckily for our loyal BMW fanboys, BMW South Africa had a way to make up for this shortcoming in the SA market. And it was called the 333i. BMW South Africa wanted to make the SA customers happy, so they partnered with BMW Motorsport and Alpina to develop a super rare, unique to South Africa, sports sedan. What made the 333i different to the M3? The earlier versions of the E30 M3 was a 2-litre 4-cylinder with 200 horsepower and a top speed of 240 km per hour. 0 to 60 was 6.5 seconds. Now the 333i was not powered by a 4-cylinder, instead they used a 3.2-litre straight 6 from the 733i. Alpina then tuned that 3.2-litre to 198 horsepower, which is around the same power the M3 made. The 333i was a bit slower than the M3, but it still wasn't a slouch. The 333i is one of the rarest BMWs you can own. Why? Because they only built 204 units. Now, how much do you think it is for one of these? Well, it's really difficult to find them, but one sold in Europe for $93,000. The E30 and the 333i are both true motoring legends. Sorry, I know this video was about the M3, but I just had to let people know about the 333i, because I can promise you most people didn't even know there was a 333i made. Yes, it's not as fast as the M3. It is a bit more heavy. The weight distribution isn't as perfect, but it's still a cool thing. It's something really special. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. I've got more car videos if you liked it, if you can go through. I've got less videos. I've got a build series on my personal BMW that I put a big single turbo on. So I'll check you guys in the next one. I really hope you enjoyed. Cheers,